Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Revel channel. Really quickly, if you haven't, make sure you check out my other content. I have been working really hard to make sure my channel is better with each upload. Also, be on the lookout because there will be multiple award shows coming soon. And I'm a fashion girl. I love to wear and talk about fashion, so I will be flooding the YouTube space with red carpet fashion content. I just dropped my review, Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 2 to 3 today. So make sure you check that out. And in the video, well, it depends on how fast this comes out. I say this every time, but I'm trying to get this one to y'all really quickly. But make sure you check that out. And in the video, I mentioned that I noticed Potomac hasn't given us any taglines. And I thought maybe they will be coming soon. Maybe not, we'd have to see. But as soon as I clocked out of work today, hopped in my car, guess what I found out? The women taglines are in. So let's not waste any more time. And we're gonna discuss the taglines and rank them just like we would do for a fashion review. So we're gonna start with Giselle. Her tagline says, "I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting on ready." Now this is a good tagline. I'm not gonna lie, Giselle, this is definitely a good tagline, but I will say I definitely prefer this one over last year's Catastrophe. You gotta give it to her. She is pretty. She is petty. Now, I probably wouldn't say she's always sitting on ready because when the girls read Giselle, you don't seem to always be on ready. But I can definitely say you did make it rhyme and it did flow really well. Karen, just like a 3-wick, I burn slow and never waver. As much as I like Karen, yes ma'am, you better pub your candle business, but I'ma have to say you could have came a little harder. I burn slow and never waver. So you could have came with something like this is my take, you guys. She could have came with something like this. Just like a 3-wick candle, my presence will always fill a room. I'm like a 3-wick candle. I always block your BS. The Grand Dame is the center of this home, just like a 3-wick candle. I'm just trying to help. You know, I'm just trying to help. Okay, I'm done. Ashley, you may think you know my story, but there's always a plot twist. This is a good tagline, Ashley. I would definitely say this is a good tagline. You have definitely kept us going in circles with the divorce thing, the home stuff so far, and we're just like 3 episodes in. So I'll give Ashley that. Candace, my vocals are clean, but my reads are for filth. I'll give Candace this because we all know they love to call her the wordsmith. And she has some reads lately that had me like, oof, ouch. So I'll give her that. This is a good tagline. Then we have Robin Dixon. When it comes to the truth, I always arrive on time. Robin, this is a really good tagline because we all know throughout the years you are always late to event. And let me just say, she's also late when it comes to checking Giselle every other season. But I can say this season, when it comes to getting the scoop, getting the tea on everything and passing the information to reveal the truth so far, in these 3 episodes, Robin has given that. So I can definitely say she earned that tagline. I have no critiques. Wendy, I'm a Nigerian queen with no time for me. Wendy, we get it, but IDK. Just like Karen's, girl, that ending is just not, it's just not really given. Like you could have came a lot harder. Say something like, here's my take again. I'm a Nigerian queen. You could never exile me. Because you know, Robin, you don't want to film with her, you ain't invited to the little thing. She could have said something like that. Who has time to be mean when you're always booked, busy, and on the scene? Because you know she's always talking about how she's booked and busy and had a lot going on. Listen, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm in a good mood today. Work was good, so you know I'm on my goofier side. But don't listen to me. Those are just like my renditions. If I was to do the taglines, I don't know. My taglines may be trash. You may agree, you may not, but hey, it is what it is. But you know, it sounded good in my head. Mia, I may not remember everything, but you'll never forget me. Listen, Mia, this was good. I'm going to definitely say this was a good tagline for her because it definitely plays on the fact that baby girl be forgetting everything, or as like most of us like to say, you know, she's telling stories, she's lying, you know, something like that. So she definitely does that, but we do know her and we remember the stuff that she be saying. So that was a good one. Lastly, I'm going to rank the taglines before I play the video so that you can hear them. And I'm only doing it this way because when you are looking at something yourself, you can really pick out the different stuff and how the taglines sound. And then whenever they talk, you know, they add their own pizzazz to it. It's something a little different. So it kind of allows you to give your critique before you hear the music and the extraness to it. So if I was to rank the taglines, it would be Candace, Robin, Ashley, Mia, Giselle, Wendy, and then Karen. Now, Wendy and Karen, I put y'all at the end because I had a lot more critiques when it came to theirs, and I felt like it kind of fell a little flat. Then Giselle will go right before them because hers definitely flows. It rhymes really well, but girl, that ending, the ending. And I guess the same, I could have used that same critique for Robin's, but I felt like Robin's was really good, which is why she's up in there with the top 4. And she's definitely been bringing it so far this season. It was a toss-up with Mia and Ashley, but I felt like Ashley's was just a little bit better than Mia's. And then when I look at Candace and Robin, they were good. Like I said, the top 4 I had no critiques for, no complaints. But I felt Candace's tagline came out on top because yes, Robin, this tagline is good, really good. And you have been bringing it so far to make this tagline make sense. But normally you're always on Giselle's side and it's like, well, are you ever late? You know, you're normally late when it comes to the truth sometimes because you'll side with Giselle just because that's your friend. But yeah, it would be Candace, Robin, Ashley, Mia, Giselle, Wendy, and Karen. So here's the clip so that you can hear how the tagline sound.
I'm pretty, petty, and always sitting already.
You may think you know my story, but there's always a plot twist.
When it comes to the truth, I always arrive on time.
My vocals are clean, but my reads are fulfilled. I may not remember everything, but you'll never forget me. I'm a Nigerian queen with no time for me.
Just like a 3-wick, I burn slow and never waver.
So thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you check out my other content and my most recent reviews and show my channel some love. Let me know how you felt about the girls' taglines. What would you expect if you was to rearrange somebody's tagline? What would you say? You know, a little interaction here. And I'll see y'all next time.